everyone, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel and happy December. Even just saying the word December sounds absolutely insane to me. I can't believe we're already doing our final bullet journal setup of 2018. I feel like I was just doing January a couple months ago, but here we are, it's December, and I'm really excited to sit down and get some good planning time in because this past month has been a little hectic and crazy and insane for me, so I just need to sit down and get this whole mess in order. And I'm also really excited about this month's theme because you guys actually helped me pick it out. I asked you over on my Instagram for a ton of ideas and you guys really came through. I wish I could have done all of your ideas because there were so many good ones, but I hope you guys are still as excited as I am to get right into it. But before we do, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Skillshare. You guys know I love Skillshare so much and I love what they stand for and how they make learning fun and easy and simple. I actually teach my own exclusive Skillshare class. If you didn't know that, I'll leave a link to it in the description box below so you can check it out. I'll talk a little bit more about Skillshare and all of the wonderful aspects about it a bit later in the video, but I want to get right into this final 2018 plan with me. Oh, by the way, no, my eye color did not change. I'm sure that must have been a little confusing for some of you, but no, just wearing colored contacts, trying something new just for fun. But anyways, I am ready to get started, so let's get right into December's bullet journal. Now, obviously, December is one of my favorite months of the year because of the holiday season, and in honor of that, I decided to do a more Christmas-heavy theme, so we are doing Christmas ornaments. Now, if you're looking for more of a neutral winter December spread, check out my last year's December spread because that one is more neutral, it's just snowflakes. But back to this year's theme, even though I'm very happy with the way everything turned out and with my theme, it was definitely a struggle to get to this point. Those of you who are following me on my social media know that I was going through a very intense art block. It's probably the worst art block I've ever had. For the past 3 days, I tried filming this video and I would just sit down and I would have no ideas. Even though you guys helped me come up with so many awesome ideas, I just didn't know how to put it onto paper. So thank you to all of you Twitter and Instagram people out there who are supporting me during my struggle because y'all really helped me out. I was actually initially going to do a Nutcracker theme because you guys voted for that and seemed to be really excited about it, and I actually did come up with a couple different cover page and theme ideas surrounding the Nutcracker ballet, but none of them really spoke to me. They were either too complicated, which I don't like to do because I want you guys to be able to recreate it and put your own twist on it, or I just wasn't happy with the end result. So actually one of the iterations of the Nutcracker cover pages that I did had a couple of ornaments on it that I really liked, and that's where I came up with the idea to focus on the ornaments and only do these hanging ornaments for the cover page, which I'm so happy I ended up doing because I love the look of these hanging ornaments. I feel like it looks so magical and cohesive but still fun. I had a lot of fun playing around with the different patterns on the ornaments, which you guys can go crazy with and put your own twist on it. You can even change up the colors depending on what you want, but I decided to go for this deep-ish red that really looks very festive to me. I also used a gold marker on top, which I will link down below in case you guys are curious what gold marker I use. And I also added some white accents in there. And yeah, go crazy with the patterns on the ornaments. It's really what brings the whole cover page together. On the other side, I am doing a quote, and since it is indeed the most wonderful time of the year, that's the quote that I'm using, but I put a bit of a fun spin on it because I'm actually making it fit inside of an ornament, so I made sure to sketch out the ornament beforehand, and that way I could make sure all of the letters fit perfectly inside this circular shape, and I feel like it ended up looking really cute and goes with the cover page perfectly. Oh, and I filled in the empty space with a bunch of decorative dots that ended up looking like snowflakes and confetti, which I'm not mad at. For my monthly log, I actually went for a bit of a different layout. The boxes are a bit smaller than what I would normally do, but that's mostly because December is an awkward month in that I have to have 6 rows because there's a one single lone Monday, which is kind of annoying because I have to make a whole row just for one Monday. But nonetheless, I made it work. I still like the way it turned out and I feel like it doesn't look too squished. In case you guys are curious about the grid spacing though, each individual box is about 5 by 5 spaces. Actually, not about 5 by 5 spaces. It is 5 by 5 spaces. I put my YouTube growth tracker off to the side as usual, and then there is a perfect empty space at the top for me to hang all of my festive ornaments. Now, with these hanging ornament doodles, I like to quickly sketch out the basic shapes of the ornaments first with a pencil, and that way I know that they're all evenly spaced out and I have all the different shapes that I want to play around with, because as you guys can see, I switch between circle ornaments and more cone-shaped ornaments and star-shaped ornaments, and I want them to all be spread out throughout the page. It was the same case for my cover page, and so I recommend sketching out really quickly. It doesn't even have to be exact, just the basic shapes, and then you can go in and add in all of the colors and the fun stuff later on. On the topic of doodling and creativity and bullet journaling, I wanted to quickly talk about Skillshare for a bit, because you guys know I love them so much and they've been really awesome supporting my channel this year. So if you guys don't know what Skillshare is, it's an online learning community with thousands of classes in design, lettering, doodling, illustration, and more. And one of those classes actually includes my very own class. I teach a class all about creative journaling, so if you guys want to see more, you can definitely check that class out. So not only do I teach a class on Skillshare, but I've also actually used Skillshare myself. I taught myself calligraphy through Skillshare. They are so user-friendly and awesome for beginners, so if you guys want to check it out, premium membership gives you unlimited access to high-quality classes that you can take for less than $10 a month, which is more affordable than most learning platforms out there. And the first 500 people to click the link in my description box get a free 2-month trial, so there's nothing to lose. Check it out and start learning. Anyways, back to the spreads. You guys know what time it is. It's time to do my trackers for the month. For this month, I decided to do something a little crazy. I'm doing a double page spread for both my mood tracker and my habit tracker. I figured since it's the last month of 2018, we might as well go big or go home. So basically how I'm tracking my mood for this month, I did a quick example for day 1, but the length of the string represents my mood, shorter or longer, and eventually it'll just be filled with all of these hanging ornaments, which will be so cute to look at once the month is over. For my habit trackers, someone actually gave me these little stamping pads that have the number days on them, which is such a time saver. Now they're not exactly perfect because I don't have the stamping block, so I had to use this little mint tin to hold the stamp, and I also don't have a ink pad, so I just colored my pen straight on it. But yeah, that's why they're a little crooked and not very accurate, but it didn't really matter for this spread because I'm not doing them in a uniform pattern. I'm putting the calendars inside the ornaments. Each ornament is going to represent a different habit that I'm tracking, and I realized after I stopped filming that I forgot to label the ornaments with the habit. So I went in later and actually differentiated what habits I'm tracking, like working out, eating healthy, that type of thing. And in case you're curious, I did write it right underneath each ornament. But yeah, the discovery of this video is definitely that stamping block because it saved so much time. Although it does bug me that the numbers don't fit perfectly inside of the grids. I think the spacing is just a tiny bit off, but nonetheless, it's fine. I think we can give that up. So my next spreads are brain dump pages. I'm bringing back the brain dump pages. I haven't done some of these in a while just because in the past I haven't found a use for them, but I know for sure that I will need it this month. On the left side, as you guys can see, it's a Christmas spread ideas page, because I'm planning on doing a separate video that has more festive Christmassy spreads, just like last year, so stay tuned for that. And then on the other side, I just did a regular brain dump because I know the holiday season is gonna be crazy for me, so I'm gonna want like a empty page for me to spew out all my thoughts. And finally, we made it to the weekly spread. So I did this layout that has 2 rows and 4 columns. If you're wondering about the grid spacing of the rectangles, I believe it was about 15 or 16 boxes high and 11 wide, and there was a bit of space in between each box. So yeah, do with that, what's the saying? Do with that information what you will. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, as you can see, I put the number of the day on each hanging ornament, which I thought was pretty cute. And then I finished up the boxes around the letters. Right now in the video, I'm splitting up my box so I can do events at the top and tasks at the bottom. Surprisingly, I still get questions about this even though I do this in every single spread. And then of course, you guys know Drop Shadow Queen added again, so had to add drop shadows on just about everything. In the bottom right corner, there was an empty space perfect for a quote, so I wrote, "Let your heart be light." I didn't want to get into the extremely Christmassy quotes yet because it's the beginning of December, so I thought that was a good compromise. Although, I mean, everything else was pretty Christmassy and festive, so I probably should have just gone all in. Anyways, here is the final flip through of my December 2018 bullet journal setup. It's very festive and Christmassy, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out despite all of the art block and struggles that happened on the way here. Can you guys believe that this is the final plan with me of the year? It blows my mind. I feel like we were just doing January. But thank you guys for being invested in my bullet journal journey this year and for following along with your own bullet journal. I think it's so cool that I can be a part of your daily life, even just for a little bit. Alright everyone, thank you so much for planning with me. While I do the outro, here are some of your beautiful recreations from last month, which was November. If you guys want to send me a recreation of your bullet journal spreads this month or any other month, please do so. I love to see them. You can tag me in the photo and the caption on Instagram at Amanda H. Lee. Reminder that my only Instagram right now is Amanda H. Lee, so that's all you have to use. Pretty easy, and I love to scroll through them, so I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed my December 2018 bullet journal setup, the final one of 2018. It's been a good year, guys. We've done some cool themes and spreads and all of that. I will end up doing a flip through and obviously a new setup for 2019 very soon, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, I think I should probably wrap it up now. I can't wait to get right into December and all of the holiday content. If you guys don't want to miss anything, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. But hope you guys have an awesome day, keep doodling, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye everyone!